Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome to episode 8 of our Rise of the Republic campaign. So, if you remember the end of the last episode, I sort of left us all on a bit of a cliffhanger with the imminent threat from Syracuse, which it looks like they are about to be landing against Elia. I raced my army down here on forced march. They just made it here in time, although that means they are going to be tired possibly. But it's better to be in place at least so I can try and defend the city. So yes, we'll have to see what happens there. I really don't know. So yeah, that's going to be something. Elsewhere in the world, if you remember, I basically moved my armies away from here because we're pretty safe now. We secured a peace with Tarsus, so we're safe from them now, in theory at least. And we've still got our army down here in Barrion. This is our main army, our sort of elite army. You can see like a lot of the units are gold. It's certainly a pretty skilled and professional army. But I'm kind of inclined to leave these guys down here because I think another war with Tarsus is probably inevitable, and they're still quite a large and sort of preeminent civilization, so yeah, still quite a threat to us. Obviously, the only person we're technically at war at is the Romans, and if you remember last time, we had a bit of success with our coastal raiding. We managed to send our little ships across the coast, and we just managed to get in and actually sort of lay siege to the city and capture it, and basically just to completely destroy it. We flattened everything because I felt there was really no point in trying to keep it because I wouldn't be able to hold on to it. So what better to do than just destroy it? So we're going to move our fleet out and carry on up the coast in essence, because I'm just going to abandon the city. No, just keep going up, keep exploring. We could in theory seize... no, there's too much of a garrison there to seize that one. Seize Ostia. Yeah, Antium was nice because it had a very limited garrison, made it a perfect target for us. So we've got quite a few Roman armies in the field. In fact, they've got some fairly professional armies as well. We've got an army garrison down here at Capua, which is obviously defending. Then what else have we got? We've got another small army up here, the Wandering Warriors. And that's really all we've got in the field. I guess we've got 4 armies. Does that give us? Yeah, one here in Capua, one there, one here down defending, and our professional army down here. Maybe it is time to move that professional army. Hopefully the peace with Tarsus will hold. I think we're just going to have to risk it, to be honest. What is the public order of this settlement? How much of it is given by military presence? Not that much, 8, so we should be okay if I move these guys out. Yes. So let's straight into forced march, and let's get moving, basically. Am I going to go this way? Yeah, I am. I think. Actually, no, we're going to go up here. We'll run up the coast, and then we'll probably cut inland. Because these are our allies here. We could cut across our allied territory. I'm probably thinking we're going to be going something like Cesium. Ironically, maybe we should have held on to Antium. Maybe it could have been a good target for us, but no, I think we won't. So that's all that. I just wanted to check where I was technology-wise. We're still pretty poor in terms of everything we do, but no, we have actually a large treasury, just not a lot of income per turn. I think maybe we completed the mission, did we? Must have done something to get so much money. So let's see if there's anything sort of suitable for upgrading around. It's bloody clouds. Very annoying. Yeah, still not got the technology for the sort of what I want to do with them, because it's sort of the income increase rather than just turning them into army camps, which is not really what I want to be doing. Some of these places, Hedonia, there's no military presence here, I assume. A small one. What are the settlements? Hedonia, Scipius, Barrion. Well, there's no military presence in any of these, so really, we might as well upgrade this and risk a little bit of public order for the extra turn income. What's the food situation like? Not good enough to really risk throwing anything like that away. Samnium's still got some work. What about Capua? Is that fully upgraded? Yeah, we've checked that one already. Potentia. No, all these places are fully upgraded, really. I've obviously already invested all my money wisely. Yeah, all these places are really just waiting on technology to make them better. All seem to be waiting on this sort of source of revenue, a lot of it. Could do that. What's the food situation? Yeah, again, it's just not really worth the risk, is it? Let's quickly check these ones. A logging camp, but public order's not great here, so I think we'll hang on for them for now. Although we do actually finally own the whole province, which is why we're doing the breeding games, etc. Okay, cool. Well, I think we'll push into the next turn. Let's see what's going on with these pesky Romans. Not a lot is the answer. Okay, the Syracuse is pushing further up the coast. In many ways, I'd rather they just attacked. If that's what they want to do, I'd rather they just did that. That means I'm going to be racing my army up and down the coast trying to sort of mirror them.
We are not a friend for the new moon and an enemy in the old. Come.
I'm not paying you for a military alliance, just some irrelevant... No, I'm not paying some irrelevant backwater little civilization for a military alliance, because you're just going to drag me into war that I don't want anyway. But that's the biggest problem I find with alliances in this game. I'd rather dictate my own terms, and often they're not that helpful. Occasionally the allies can be, you know, they turn up at the right time, but more often than not, they're just annoying. So an enemy champion has raided the army here, or the city? It's the city, I guess. No, we'll leave all that stuff as it is. Settlement Los Antium, obviously. Yeah, there was no garrison there, which is fine. I don't mind that. Couple of counter trade reports and a construction repeat. A bronze forge was built. Woohoo! There is possibly an argument to upgrade this one, actually. The food income. Yeah, we'll upgrade this one to a military one because it's a bit outlying. It's probably fairly vulnerable, particularly if we're going to get some of these Syracuse vessels turning up. Then this has got a rather small garrison. Having better quality infantry certainly won't do any harm. Yeah. So we'll race this army back up the coast, I think. Both ports are in range. Oh. Yeah, we'll raid up here to Salina. At least this is part of a completed province, so we'd rather protect here. You never know, they may turn around now and try and go back to Elia and double and bluff me, but you never know. So let's continue to move up our army, wherever it is. Here it is. Continue to push around. Thankfully you get good movement speed with force march on and everything, so we seem to be moving pretty quickly. I'm just going to check our political summary. We're still fairly powerful, even if we weren't quite what we once were. Or not exactly terrible yet. I don't think there's really a lot else to do this turn. I'm not really in a position to actually attack the Romans or anything yet. I don't have enough food in this province. There's another problem. We're just waiting for technologies, which gives us what? More cultural conversion. Great. And some slightly upgraded buildings. Yeah, next turn I think. We'll consider if they're just going to do nothing, we can perhaps actually start recruiting more troops for the army at Cabrera, and then when the other professional army turns up they can both sort of move out together. Kind of a degree of logic to that, I think. We never moved our navy as well, damn it. Which was exploring up and down the coast a bit more. Just wait for the rest of the AI to do its turns, and then let's see what the situation is. That guy's raising again. Oh, I've imported Etruscan pottery. Okay, a tribe has invaded Carthage. God, that's a long way away. So much ocean. So, they're slowly moving up the coast, and these guys look like they're slowly heading back down. Not too much of a threat to us, I don't think. I'm going to move our little navy further up. We're exploring. See if we can find some new people, maybe unlock new trading rights, try and increase our per turn income. So our army of Capua, as I was mentioning, let's try and think about getting this upgraded. We have unlocked more buildings now. Food situation. Probably do these in situ because doing that gives negative public order, but from 6 to 9 food. And that gives public order. Growth. Well, that's certainly a well worth doing. Let's take words. We'll do that as well. And we might as well do that since we're getting extra food, aren't we? Upgrading the province properly. So, what was that one I just did? What was I working towards? Influenced by, yeah, because it enables to recruit a dignitary, which I think is what someone said is really helpful. So yeah, let's do one of them. But we're going to spend still a little bit of our money increasing the sort of recruitment of this army. We have some proper cavalry now. Let's have a couple more Lucian warriors, I think, probably is what we're going to be having. We have slingers. SAMNITE light infantry. Yeah, we'll have a couple more units of Lucian warriors, and that'll probably do me. And we can continue to bring over our main army. We'll go 9 the full distance. And then we can just head back into a normal movement speed next turn. We shouldn't be in range of that enemy Ooh, we are, in theory. But they're in force march as well. Okay, so they can't engage us. Okay, so hopefully next turn we'll go back into normal and we'll start actually pressuring the Romans, see if we can start to drive them back. I've not actually fought the Romans really properly yet, so I don't know how they're going to do. Could be a tough fight. Let's continue to upgrade some of our fishing ports then. Now these things are becoming available to us, although I'm now officially out of money. So that pretty much spells the end of that. Let's just quickly check our diplomacy, is what I'm thinking, just to see if there's anyone who doesn't hate me who could trade with me.
Carthage welcomes you. You have our
No. No.
Your trade.
It's worth a try. I'm really not trading with very many people, am I? And all these people just absolutely... The rest of the world just absolutely despises me. Oh, what with you? Who are you? The Romans, obviously. And Illyrian pirates who are surprisingly close to our shores. Who are these? They're not very big though, I don't think they're going to be doing it. They're just raiding. I don't have anything to do that for now. So, next turn! That came out a bit more dramatic than I had intended. Syracuse still sort of swimming up and down our shores. Still making me a bit nervous, because it's a big enough army that if they assaulted, I'm not convinced the garrison would hold.
From chaos we all sprang, and to nothingness you will return.
Why?
We will see to it as your cities burn.
How can they be reliable when they make peace and then just immediately declare war on people again? It doesn't look like they're bringing in their allies. What are we going to do with that lot then? There's the army. We could just ignore Syracuse and hope that they don't do anything. Because if they don't, then we don't need this army which is moving up and down the coast here. I mean, they shouldn't be able to take Neapolis, surely. I want to get 2 Lucian assault raiders and 2 Italian skirmishers. Silver infantry, Linen Legion, Lucian warriors, Samnite, and 4 skirmishers. It would be a tough fight, wouldn't it? I just don't know. I think is what I'm going to do is set these guys into normal. And I'm going to advance against the Romans. Yeah. Oops, I'm trespassing. I thought they were an ally. It must be those guys are the ally. And then this army at Capua is going to risk moving down to Neapolis to provide defence, just in case, because I really don't want to lose there. Then this army now at Poseidonia is going to make immediate tracks back down to Elia, and then these are going to be going to war with the Crotons, and we're just going to have to hope and pray that Tarsus doesn't stab me in the back either. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. An encouraged populace, brilliant, and a population surplus and companion, good. What are we going to use it to do? We've got quite a bit of food. We might as well use it on the city, see what we've got to possibly upgrade. Could get wealth from it. Don't really need a warrior's lodge or anything like this. A commons. Yes. Do I get the building tree if I right click on it? Yes. We can have a storage pit which gives food but for disorder. A great fair. It's just a wealth increase. We've got quite a bit of food, so that might be worthwhile. Slave trader or a court. Yeah, I think we'll probably do that then. Let's have a town commons. Just make a bit more money, which is obviously what we need. And we completed our trench mine at Barrion. And we'll upgrade our temple, since that is such a positive. These are just great, these groves of Keres. I mean, even at tier 2, you know, extra food, extra culture, extra growth, extra wealth from agriculture, and extra public order. It's just such a lovely building. No negatives at all. So, in the rest of the world, I think things are probably looking okay. Our little small army here is just going to be the Wandering Warriors, probably just a defensive force, really. So, let's risk it and go to the next turn, and hope that nothing drastically goes wrong. Oh, I forgot about our little... I think navy is probably a strong word. So, it looks like the Syracuse may be going for that little island city that I feared they may. Let's see. Well, we'll just have to see next turn. There's nothing I can do to defend that immediately.
Peace is not an easy word. Warriors speak of
But
honor
you
and
just
glory.
declared war on me,
You
literally.
have little of them left.
No, I'm fed up. Not. You just need to be flattened, I think. I'm not going to accept peace terms after you immediately declared war on me. We're becoming a fairly powerful civilization now. I think we can fight 2 wars. I mean, the Romans, for all their... oh, we've got a spy. I forgot about them. For all their talk of actually doing anything, have just done nothing. So what can we upgrade? Authority, cunning, line of sight. Just launching an ambush. Oh. Thief, that seems useful. Chance of success 44%. Oh, there's really not a lot of point in doing that. You might as well just be better off just exploring. So this army is probably just going to assault now, Cesium. Cesium. Cesium? Don't know. Well, the garrison army is just nothing, is it? I'll take more losses doing it myself. There we go. And there we go. We captured that pretty easily. We'll just occupy it because I'm actually going to try and hold on to this one. So convert to a village. Convert to my favourite building ever. And convert to a bit of enclosed land. Cool. That's pretty much our money for the turn gone, but at least we have got that on the way to being converted. And we have slowly expanded our territory. My worry is obviously that Rome is still fairly large. They've still got, you know, Rome, Latium, VA. Will be a bit of a tough one in the future. So, this is obviously all the Etruscan League. I'm surprised they don't want to trade with me, to be honest. I'll send our little boats a little bit further north. We're just exploring. An island there. And then we've got our army down here, which is now going to be looking to go to war. An army there. Didn't they have a large army around here somewhere? Is that in forced march? It is. I wonder if I come out of forced march, if I can reach them in one turn. Ah! That's annoying. But yeah, let's do it. If we can beat their main army and then just go and, well, we'll capture the provincial capital, Consentia, and start to apply pressure on them. I wonder if I can woo Syracuse a little bit. That's the one people I really don't want to go to war because they're all naval. They don't like me very much, do they?
Greetings.
What if I...
Do not stand there, mute as though with the tongue cut from your head.
I can offer you 300. No, they don't want a non-aggression pact.
This perverse...
Well, we'll just have to see what they're going to do in the next turn. Whether they're just exploring or whether they're on conquest, I do not know. Okay, I think we're into the next turn by the looks of it. I'm pleased we captured there. Gonna have to hold on to it to the turn, so we'll probably make... don't know what city we'll make for next. Syracuse sailing away there. Tarsus being troublesome as ever. I'll expect them to declare war on me in a minute. They never were very good in combat. The Croton fleet, small navy moving. See, then they've just gone straight into naval mode rather than fight me, which is kind of annoying because now they're just going to be a floating threat. Just going to bob around trying to pester me, aren't they? Oh, I'm not bothered about you. It's wherever they are. These guys. You see, now there's a 20-man army. Mission warriors. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. In the meantime, I'm just going to march on there. What I assume is their capital, to be honest. Well, let's have an army there. Could be a tough one. All Syracuse. Oh. This is really only the 4 settlements they own. Then they just own one province. So this must be their capital. It'll be quite an expensive one if they lose, and it's got no garrison. What is this madness? Oh, sea power is confusing. So where's our little fleet gone? Who can we discover? Yeah. More Etruscan League. That'd be not Etruscan League. New people I've encountered. Do they all hate me? Knowns, the people I just found, they don't like me. Pretty much is the answer to that, isn't it? Okay. I wanted new trading partners, but I'm just too much of a big civilization, I think, for them to like me. That's under conversion. We're gonna have to be one of these two next. Probably Frigal, and then we can push to Antium. What have we got going on down here? Our little army here. I think we're just going to leave that in Campania for now as a guarding force. Could conceivably bring it down from Neapolis slightly to Poseidonia just in case the Croton fleet tries to make a bit of a move against me. I think that's all there is to do this turn. We've got a bit more money, maybe there's something we can upgrade. Yeah, we'll upgrade that. And that is my money. Hopefully, I'm just hoping, I really want... Whoa, where the hell did you come from? Okay, that's not good. That is not good at all. Where are we? I wish you could at this point go to like an overview map so I could see where I am actually in the screen. So we've got cavalry, Roman swordsmen, women like hoplites, and then just loads of slingers. Oh dear. Well, I was not banking on this. The only saving grace is that they don't have a lot of quality infantry. And we've got 3, I'm guessing they're Lucian warriors. Or they might be, if they're Samnite light infantry then yeah, we're dead. Fingers crossed for Lucian warriors. And I might be able to stand a chance then. Although all those slingers are going to be really hard for us to deal with. Well, we have got a unit of cavalry, but then so have they've got 2 units of cavalry. God. I have to wait to load in and see what sort of units I've got, see if we're going to stand at all a chance of doing this. I don't think it's impossible. It just might be impossible for my level of skill to be able to actually win this one, I think. So, let's have a look what we've got. Please be Lucian warriors. Okay, they are. At least we get some medium infantry and some proper armoured spearmen. Okay. So what are we going to be contending against? So all these are Sinai, really light missile slingers. They're going to be a pain, but aren't a horrific problem. Behind that we've got some Roman swordsmen, a sort of medium melee infantry guys. They're like my Lucian warriors. They don't have lots of them. These light tribal infantry aren't a massive problem. They should go down pretty quickly. Very light spin. They haven't got a lot of quality infantry, which is my hope. So, how are we going to defend ourselves? Oh dear. There isn't really a particularly great point, is there, in any of these?
Italian swordsmen! Javelin men!
Space you guys out like that. Yeah. A little bit closer. So that leaves me with
Commander, ready and waiting.
3 guys here. I'm guessing sort of across here like this. I think. Well, it's hard to know really. I just don't know which way they're going to go. There's not enough room to fully deploy, I don't think, anywhere else. And what does that leave me with? Like missile cavalry. Oh, why couldn't it just be normal cavalry? I'm sure they can kill archers. Light slingers. I hope. We'll keep you back. Okay. Light defensive, I guess. I don't know what else I can do.
We stand on the defensive today.
Let's see what they come up against us with. I'm happy if their cavalry want to charge me first. Do something the AI seems to like doing, or just isn't very skilled at, is cavalry. I'm going to pause just as soon as these guys come into range. I want to make sure our javelin men are on to the full. Try and get a volley off before.
Italian swordsmen!
Pause. Right. What are you doing? Okay. You guys can just risk a bit of friendly fire and javelin them. You should be able to slaughter them pretty quickly. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and flank these elite equites. Stop. You no longer need to do that. Ugh! Unit orders fit in! It's a bit of a risk because we're going to get rear flanked otherwise. These guys are getting some javelins down. So what have we got coming up first? Some light spear infantry. Well, just open fire. You might as well. I mean, not to cause as many casualties as you can.
The enemy general is dead.
Okay, that is good. Oh, that's probably because he's down here, isn't he? Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. You toggle skirmish mode. If you can come free, that would be good. To attack those guys. You guys should be on full run. Don't just stand there like a moron. Okay. You guys are going to have to pull. This is a really pausey one, I'm sorry. But it's a bit of a tough fight, isn't it? So I want to be a bit careful. And so far we must have killed more than we've lost. I can't see it. It's not in Attila anymore, am I? I'm keeping my javelins up.
The men are wavering.
Javelin men.
Wow, those skirmishers got slaughtered. Unfortunately, skirmishers seem to be slower than.
Missile infantry ready.
Turn and shoot on them if you can. So our Lucian warriors should be cutting down those light enemies quite easily.
Our general is under attack.
Which they are. Why are you just stood in front of the lines? I don't understand what these people is wrong with these people. Just naturally morons. So they're going to get rear flanked, but not a massive problem. Push you right around there. What are you doing? Are these all undefended? They're all just stood there. See if we can rear flank them with cavalry and see what we can do with that. So these guys are going down pretty quickly. So this isn't really proving to be a problem for us. This battle is proving a bit harder over here though. Our Lucian warriors are taking casualties. Our armoured spearmen are holding fairly well. And ultimately we're just buying time, aren't we? Some of the missile infantry seem to be going in. Just charge them. Let's get it over and done with. Those guys are shattered. Good.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Javelin is out of ammunition. Our cavalry is in combat. How is it doing? So far no casualties. Enemy has taken casualties. If they rout, it'll be even better. Well, let's just chase off these light missile infantry then. Just get stuck in. That's what these guys are supposed to be doing. We've lost a couple of horses. Our javelin men over here are actually doing quite a good job, to be honest. Better than I thought they were going to be doing, although they're going to be out of ammunition now. Keep them back for now. These guys are holding okay. We must be fighting some tougher units, light hoplites. Yeah, the Roman medium melee infantry. It's a bit tougher here. Yeah, our guys are struggling a little bit here. Let's push down this road, because then these guys can't probably escape. It looks like we've caught the rest of those guys there. You two are going to reform there. I could even actually send a unit of reinforcements round this way to try and assist with the combat here, and then we're going to get our Lucian warriors stuck straight into these light slingers. They'll just absolutely slaughter them. This is what they are made to do. Medium infantry just absolutely butcher these light archers. There they go, they're broken. They've all shattered.
Italian cavalry. Cut them down.
Kill as many as you can.
Men of Italia.
You're going to break around that way. Oh, there we go, they're completely broken. Phew, that actually wasn't so bad. Those javelins, I think, play a fairly important role. Some of them actually racked up a good few casualties. Obviously, our Lucian warriors are doing the real killing. Although, actually, our missile cavalry turned out to be pretty useful as well for pinning down those slingers. Because it did bottle them in that nice little corridor bit quite well. They were quite good for that sort of sense. which allowed our Lucian warriors to get there. Otherwise, the slingers would have ran away and split into 27 different directions. So, we know the enemy army is just there, just on the edge. We have a garrison army around in that province, I believe. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll send our little garrison army out hunting them down, I think. What's Tarsus doing? They always go for Scipius, Tarsus. It just must be hard programmed into their AI. Always attacks Scipius.
We offer this as a sign of accord reached.
Until I have your capital, there will be no peace. Waiting for the AI, rest of our allies. I think that's our allied nation. Pelagonia, or whatever it's called. So, where are we at? So over here, things are looking good. We'll probably just be doing the field, really. The maximum crop growth. Give us a good amount of food. Our village will be done. We can upgrade that to the next one straight away, probably.
How can I
Our spy. We might as well push on and have a look what enemies we've got around us.
Can I be of more assistance?
We can't really do a particularly great amount to these guys. There's no point trying any of that. So there's an enemy army garrison there, 3rd Legion. Relatively feeble army, to be honest. Some decent looking spearmen. Some Volshu warriors. Okay, could be interesting. As a future conflict, these guys are going to march basically over here. Find these bloody Romans 1st Legion and destroy it. Can we catch them doubly? Can. It's pretty aggressive. I want to kill them. Goodbye. You don't assault my cities and get away with it. Sorry for the trespassing, but we shall retreat the army for the next turn. I think that was worth doing, because then that just removes that threat then, doesn't it, really? There's one less thing for us to worry about. So, let's just have a quick look at the building queues and stuff. Our food's not looking quite so bad now. Now increase the tax rate, probably worthwhile doing. So that's our investment for that turn. It's all our budget stretches to. Now let's lay siege to... Oh, it's just such an easy fight, isn't it? 600, because I've got no garrison up there. I really don't even need to do it, to be honest. I'll just auto-resolve it. I know it's not as exciting auto-resolving, but I'm not that interested in playing just tons and tons of miniature battles where I'm guaranteed to win. We want to occupy. Ah, Imperium has reached the next level. That's generally not a good thing. So, we now own another bit of territory. We are slowly conquering the heel of Italy. It'll be nice once we've got all this sort of stuff, because I don't think there'll be then anything else. There's actually an island that can then threaten us, you see. Which is a very appealing prospect, because then we could start to push down here and work towards Sicily, and then, you know, it focuses everything into a narrow point, so I can defend it all with one army kind of easily. Whereas when it's all over like this, it's much harder to. So, where's the enemy Croton army going? They're still slowly sailing up the coast. I don't know. Where is our little fleet? Absolutely miles away. Keep going up the coast. No vision this turn. We'll get to see more cities. Yeah, pretty much all there is to do this turn, I think. I'm pleased I defeated that Roman legion. Hedonia is being upgraded. Yeah, I can't afford to do a lot on this sort of stuff. But we'll slowly start to get a garrison back. Yeah, I've decided what we want to change all this stuff to. It was my favourite building ever. Next turn. Okay, next turn. Our income actually seems to be down quite a lot, only 2,000. I wonder why that's starting to get so low. I don't know if it's just because we're being raided by those the Illyrian pirates or something like that, or what? Or we're losing trade agreements. Or we're restocking our armies, maybe. Don't know.
We have war. The
Oh, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it?
There is nothing else except to die well.
To try and make peace with Croton next turn then now. Although they might be less keen now because they are defensive allies with Tarsus. I think they're both Greek city-states. Well, not city-states, Greek states. At least they did attack immediately that turn. Who's that? Is that the Croton army? Oh dear. Okay. This is going to be hard. Well, Elia may be about to be doomed. Let's see if we can hold. We get our little mini garrison fleet. I wonder if we can, how much we can do with our garrison fleet. I've not really done any naval in this game for such a long time. I just can't remember even what to do. I don't know how their horses come in. Do they come in by sea as well? I mean, if so, they would be fairly good targets. I think things like those horse archers and stuff would be quite good targets for us. So we get our very small garrison. And here's the enemy fleet. Okay, no, their land, the horses spawn on land by the looks of it. Obviously, the game can't mechanically deal with deploying horses on water. So, where does that leave us? Let's think of land first. Oh, we don't actually have that much, do we? Gosh, Struth.
At your service. Italian spearmen! Spear infantry at your command.
Wow. I think really, where's our centre there? Just gonna have to form like a line along the edge of the beachhead and assuming and or hope they're just gonna come straight at me. I'm gonna go for javelins along here. Move out the way. I'll rearrange these people shortly because these javelins are at least actually quite good at defending.
As you command.
So we'll have them. What else does that leave us with? Lucian warriors and some light infantry. Struth. Okay. I guess they're probably going to array themselves along this coastline here. I'm going to meet them on the shore, definitely. Well, we could be attacked worryingly by the other guys. Then let's put our slingers sort of a little bit further out. And these, our two assault ships, are just going to have to go absolutely ham straight into the middle. A lot of it's slingers though, to be honest. Light melee infantry, light spear infantry. Spear, light spear, light spear. They all missiles on the end. Okay, so we're going to target roughly their ending ships then. This is going to be a lot of pausing in this battle, I can tell you right now. Right. Full ahead, straight line. Well, that's a confusing way of deploying it. So what's the enemy cavalry doing? Hopefully this can come straight at me, which is what I want them to do. You guys are going to come along here. Going to go for them. Can they ram? No, they can't. We have no faster movement speed. You can't row hard. No. So let's try and catch up with them. Right, what are these cavalry doing? How many form up these a nicer block? Our general is under attack. How is he possibly under attack? Is this my general? Oh. I'm going to get slinged all the way in. Oh god, the multitasking required from this is intense. Okay, we're both aboard on these. I have confidence we should be winning these fights, but we are going to get slinged throughout the process probably. How many down to? 61! Wow, the casualties are bad already. Come on, get aboard. What's going on down here? We're already fully engaged on these. Why would you possibly advance into melee combat as javelin men? I mean, it's just like, why? Why? You guys are going to have to do a hell of a lot.
The men are wavering.
It's like, you know, why? Why? Just get the fuck out of combat, you useless. Jesus. Our light infantry are just getting slaughtered. Here comes the enemy general. Very heavy melee casualty. Maybe I should have put everyone into defending the first. See, look, these guys have just been slaughtered because they can't actually even get off the boat. Because they can still sling the whole time. I mean, how ridiculous. Like, I can't attack them because they can still sling the whole... So we just got completely defeated. Well, it's not going well. I think this is probably a lost settlement.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Let's try and... I mean, we're struggling against his cavalry. Even with our spearmen, we're having a hard time. This unit's... It's only fresh, but it just can't really do a lot. It's just such heavy cavalry. I can't really do anything. Ah, how frustrating. And we're struggling to even kill those slingers. It's turned into a slinger fight over here, which we are losing also. Because they get vastly more slingers than us. Oh dear. Misery.
Our men flee the field of battle.
But why stand side on? The range units are very poorly implemented.
At your command, support ships.
I don't know why we can cause so few casualties to their slingers, yet my slingers just take full casualties every time. I don't understand. Are we finally causing some casualties
Italian swordsmen.
to these guys? Are they shattered? Oh, God.
Javelin men.
At the double.
Throw some spears at them. They're trying to cap me out. You think spears would be, javelins would be effective against these sort of infantry, these cavalry? Slightly. Ugh. Right.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Who is routing? This looks like the enemy cavalry largely. Okay, we've caused some casualties against them, but they're now out of ammunition. Why don't you chase those guys down?
Advance at speed. At your service.
Our extremely useless missile ships were just utterly useless.
Italian spearmen.
Well, what can we do but reform the line and weather the volleys, I think.
Javelin men. Swords. Ready. As you command. Double
You can go and attack them. So, what have we got?
Italian cavalry. Quickly now.
Let's push you down the coast and try and get some of these Greek slingers.
Men of Italia. Your orders. At the double.
Your orders.
Italian swordsmen.
Commander. Riders at the double.
Come on, keep moving, keep moving.
Column riders advance.
Ready troops. As you command.
See what we can do. I'd rather you probably didn't friendly fire our own people. We're going to get engaged by those light melee infantry though. Is more of a problem.
Italian swordsmen. Men
You deal with them. Right, come on, move, 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 move. These guys are having a bit of a hard time of it, aren't they?
quick march.
What are these? Light spearmen.
Double time. Advance at speed. At speed. Engage. The enemy general.
Try and rout them. The cavalry can do nothing but just to hold. I mean, I'm sorry, but you'll just have to hold. There's nothing I can do about it at this moment in time. Right, onwards, onwards, onwards. Light infantry, engage. You guys, push round. Pause. You guys, start to harass these hoplites over there rather than shooting into myself. What's going on down here? Looks like they've run out of missiles who are engaging me here, but let's bring our armoured guys back. I mean, nothing can do but send our javelin men in. Bring our guys back ASAP.
Italian swordsmen.
And these guys are going to have to try and flank round to get a routing mechanic on the other guys. They should shatter pretty quickly. Yes, they do. So then, let's break off the cavalry. This is not yet impossible. We've still got our armoured infantry, armoured spear infantry. At least they're good. Our javelins are going to have a hard time with that fight. Push these guys up slightly. Okay, so that's those guys dead. Let's bring our Lucian warriors and stuff back. That went well, certainly as well as can be expected. So what have we got left? Just basically light spearmen. There's a lot of them, I admit, but that's really the bulk of their army is now.
Units have been discovered.
Quickly now, Commander. Now, ready.
Let's see what we can do with our cavalry.
Quickly now. Advance at speed.
Just charge them, or just drive them from the field. Our slings should do quite a bit of damage to the rear of those cavalry, I should have thought. Some these guys have recovered. Let's make sure these guys shatter. Some of the slightly late Greek slingers, I missed them.
Quickly now.
Okay, let's just assign the cavalry to kill those guys. So, what have we got left? Let's form ourselves up. We've got remains of our army. We still have our 2 units of slingers actually intact. So let's move you here. Where are you going? You can form the sort of light skirmishing infantry on the outside. We should be able to run these guys down. Oh, we're even shooting at them as we go. Even better. So, this is where we're at. Let's start to get some focus with our slingers on their enemy light cavalry, because they're still shooting at us and it's annoying. And we should be able to beat them because they're only light cavalry. They shouldn't fare too well against stones flung at this sort of velocity. They're slowly getting... Oh, they're actually quickly getting down now. And the enemy slingers did. I think, you know, I believe I'm actually saying this, but I think we might win. How? I don't understand, really. Where are you going?
Double time. Fire.
Then start firing on those light infantry. So they're going for the capture point.
Swords.
I'm going to push my 2 swordsmen down, I think.
Double time.
Obviously we don't want them to capture that. Where's my light infantry there and my cavalry?
Swift and accurate.
The cavalry is slowly wavering.
We await your command.
What's going to go in first? Good. I want the light infantry to be going in first.
At the double.
I just like hoplites.
Orders.
I should have thought we can beat them, particularly if they're going to bunch up like this.
For glory. Ready, troops. At speed.
Try and push this unit round. It's just like Total War Arena. This is. We're gonna. They're blobbing, and that's an error.
Advance at speed.
Bring this unit round. And then I just noticed over here our slingers are going a bit ham. Bring these round. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. I think it looks like we routed their enemy units there. So, can our units hold well or not? Our Lucians are getting stuck in.
By your command.
I want you to push around here,
Speed. Your orders.
and you're going to push around there.
Advance at speed.
You can go with them.
Javelin men.
So, they're not particularly happy. It'd be nice if they're going to waver.
Italian spearmen.
They're going to bring those guys in before I can get reinforcements.
Cavalry.
It's going to be a bit of a shame. Shame those guys don't want to wear out.
Advance at speed. Quickly now.
I think we're just going to charge in, to be honest. I know they're only a light cavalry. we're trying to get the kills, not ponce around. So, you guys, come on up here. Is that us? That's not us wavering, no. Let's kill what we can. Yeah, we've got them now. Look, they're going down now. I think that's all of them. Wow. I honestly did not think I was going to be winning that battle. Thank God for that. That was really quite close. Yeah. That's a really important one though, because I think we can almost certainly force a peace with Croton now, because we've just eliminated like their main, one of their main forces. I was really surprised how good their slingers were. Our slingers were just utterly useless against their boats. Well, I'll have the money if they're going to do it. And as long as Syracuse doesn't get toward me.
I respectfully request that we cooperate fully in opposing our many enemies.
Go on then. At least they're not asking for money this time. It's not a Roman army, is it? Or is that a Tarsian army? Okay, we really need to end this episode because I am running well into 50 minutes. It's going to take me years to upload. Okay, so at least it's a Tarsian army. Should we just see if we can force peace with Croton?
You have my attention.
At least that's one less person to worry about. Although we've still got that city there to worry about, but we'll probably move our units over and start attacking Heraclea. Start to force this settlement from them. Start to force them back. We might be able to defeat Tarsus in this. So, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. That was certainly a bit intense there at the end. I really thought that I was absolutely lost then. But thankfully it's not, and we were successful. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know any suggestions I can play better. I certainly could use improvement. And, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all on the next episode.